Good morning, my dear cadets. Today we'll do the questions and answers of the chapter The Tsunami. So children, let's begin. Question 1. What is tsunami? What happened on December 26, 2004? So here's the answer, children. Tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. So how does it happen? It is caused by earthquakes under the sea. Yeah. When did it happen? December 26, 2004. A tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India, such as Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast. Okay, so it hit the Tamil Nadu coast, Andaman and Nicobar Islands also. Who first felt an earthquake at Andaman and Nicobar? Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kachil. His wife felt an earthquake at 6 a.m. in the morning. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground. Why? What was the reason? So that it would not fall and break. What happened with Meghna? Meghna was a 13 years old girl who swept she was 13 years old, who was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. She spent 2 days floating in the sea, holding on to a wooden tower. 11 times she saw a relief helicopter overhead, but they didn't see her. At last she was found walking on the seashore in a daze. She's surprised. "11 times, just imagine. But it was her bad luck that the helicopter did not see her." Yeah. Okay, who was Almas? Almas was a little girl who spent her days on wood floating and then she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Kamota, from where she was brought to Port Blair. She didn't talk with anyone about incident because she was still traumatized. Who was Tilly Smith? Where she got awards? She was 10 years old. She was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. That's why she was awarded a number of awards. What was the Smith family doing at Phuket beach in Thailand? The Smith family from South England was celebrating what? They had come to celebrate what? Christmas. Yes. At a beach resort in southern Thailand. How did Tilly Smith know it was tsunami that was going to happen? Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept back going to a geography lesson she had taken in England. She remembered that she had learned this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian island. She knew that tsunami can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes and landslide. What did Tilly do to save the life of people at the beach? Tilly screamed that it is tsunami, even though her mother did not know what it is till they went away from the beach. Tourists of the beach also went to the 3rd floor of the hotel, and this is how they saved their life. What behavior of animal shows that they already get to know about disaster? The elephants screamed and ran for higher ground. Dogs refused to go outdoors. Flamingos are birds' children. Birds. Flamingos abandoned their low-lying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed into their shelter. These behaviors tell us about the secret power. What is that secret power? They have something called the sixth sense. That is, they are able to sense that some natural disaster is about to happen. That is the reason they are able to save their lives. They run away to safer places, or creatures like dogs, they don't come out at all. What happens at So Cuddalore Coast, what happened? Thousands of people perished. They just disappeared, but buffaloes, goats and dogs were found unharmed. Why did dogs refuse to go outside at Gale? A Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gale said that his dogs refused to go on the beach. Yeah. Because they were able to sense that something would happen. So this is because dogs got some kind of alert from the superpower, that is the sixth sense. Thus it saved the life of man also. Why did Tilly's family come to Thailand? They had come to celebrate Christmas. What were the warning signs that both Tilly and her mother saw? They saw the sea rise and it started to form whirlpools. Do you think Tilly's mother was alarmed by them? Tilly's mother could not understand what was happening and only realized that something serious was happening or was about to happen when Tilly got frightened and mentioned what a tsunami was. Where had Tilly seen the sea behaving in the same strange fashion? Tilly had seen the sea behaving in the same strange fashion in a video of tsunami which was shown in her class by her geography teacher. Where did the Smith family and the others on the beach go to escape from the tsunami? Where did they go to escape from tsunami? The Smith family and others on the beach took refuge on the third floor of a hotel. Refuge means shelter. How do you think her geography teacher felt when he heard about what Tilly had done in Phuket? Tilly's geography teacher must have felt proud of her. She had made use of what she had learnt in class to help save so many lives. Yes, it must have been a proud moment for her geography teacher. In the tsunami, 1,50,000 people died. How many animals died? Very few animals died, yes. And why? Because they were able to sense that danger. How many people and animals died in Yala National Park? 60 visitors and 2 animals. What do people say about the elephants of Yala National Park? The people at the Yala National Park had seen 3 elephants running away from the Patangala beach about an hour before the tsunami hit. What did the dogs in Gale do? The dogs in Gale refused to go out for their daily run on the beach because they were able to sense. Yeah. Okay, children should be imparted with valuable information. Discuss. So children should be imparted with valuable information. Yes, now children, you cannot discuss. So you think of the answer and write it in your notebooks. Yes, write an interesting answer. Here's one sample answer for you. Children are vigilant and observant by nature and can take prompt action when the time comes. Tilly Smith sensed the danger and spread awareness around. She started shouting. Yeah, she told the people to run to safer places. She successfully saved many lives because she had learnt about the causes and impacts of tsunami. She screamed in anticipation and became the hero just because she was prepared in advance. So, is the important phase in one's life. So it is important phase in one's life, and once you learn something, you can implement it in your real life. Yeah. Understanding nature and its inhabitants can reduce casualty in disasters. Yeah, very true. At the advent of many impending danger, nature sends prior signals. That means beforehand it sends signals. What signals? Something is going to happen. Big animals and even small creatures catch those signals and run for their lives to a safer place. See, it happens in the lesson also. In the lesson, the casualties were more of humans than animals. Their sensibility works emphatically too quick, whereas human beings have aspirations and are engrossed in struggle of ruining their own lives. So it is like that. Animals live in peace and agreement with nature. However, human beings are exploiting nature. So sometimes what happens, children? Nature tries to teach human beings a lesson. That is why I think natural disasters happen. How are Meghna and Almas's stories similar? Meghna and Almas both were lucky. Meghna was carried away with her parents and other people, but she alone survived. She was washed ashore by a wave. So that is why she was lucky. Almas climbed onto a log of wood. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in a hospital in Kamota. So both were saved. That means what? They were lucky. What are the different ways in which Tilly's parents could have reacted to her behavior? What would you have done if you were in their place? Okay, not taking her seriously, Tilly's parents could have tried to calm her down, thinking that she had been frightened. Yeah, they could have done that. As a result, they could have been washed away by the powerful waves of tsunami. If I were in their place, I too would have listened to her and realized that there was a danger approaching. Maybe I might have done that. Consequently, I too would have rushed away from the beach. Yeah, actually, that is a sensible thing to do. If Tilly's award was to be shared, who do you think she would share it with? Her parents or her geography teacher? Obviously, her geography teacher, children. Yes, don't you think so? Don't you feel so? Okay, if Tilly's award was to be shared, she should share it with her geography teacher who made her aware of tsunami in the first place. It was this awareness that helped her save so many lives. So obviously the entire credit goes to her geography teacher. It is because of her that so many lives could be saved. Yes. What are the two different ideas about why so few animals were killed in the tsunami? Which idea do you find more believable? Very few animals were killed in the tsunami. Perhaps they feel the tremor much before humans do. Yeah, they have something called sixth sense. Secondly, the animals have sixth sense. They can guess the coming disaster and so run away to safer place. They are able to make out. They run to a safer place. They run to higher ground. The idea that the animals are gifted with the sixth sense is more believable. They move fast to get over the crisis. Yes, very true. Children, this is your assignment. A tsunami is a sea wave caused by what? The high tide, the sea storm, earthquakes on the land, earthquakes under the sea. Ignatius and his family rushed out of the house. So they rushed out of the house because there are 4 options given there. They feared the coming of tsunami. They felt an earthquake. They heard the noise. They just wanted to go out. So what's the answer, right? 2 of Ignatius's children died because They were separated from their parents. Ignatius could not hold their hands. They had gone in the opposite direction. They remained sleeping. So the answer is right down. Sanjeev was swept away while trying to save someone else, while trying to save his family, because he was a policeman on duty near the sea, because he tried to save the guest house cook. Answer, please write. Then, Meghna saved herself from tsunami by how? Come on, write, children. Write. 4 options. You have to choose the correct answer. Next question. Almas Javed, the 10-year-old girl, was saved. How? Because of her father who had sensed the danger. So, the 6th question, children. Almas Javed, the 10-year-old girl, was saved. So, how was the girl saved? 4 options again. Read the options and write the answer. The little girl who saved many lives during the tsunami rage was who? Very easy, children. I am sure you are able to guess the answer. The tsunami waves were triggered by a massive earthquake of northern Sumatra, of Thailand, of Andaman's Islands, of the Nicobar Islands. Which one? So you have to write the correct answer, children. How did Tilly become aware of the upcoming calamity? Calamity how? Video on tsunami, through a friend, through a messenger, through books. Guess the answer. Write the correct answer. What was the occupation of Sanjeev? He was a policeman, guest house cook, doctor, teacher. How was Tilly forewarned? Beforehand that she was warned. How? Again, 4 options, children. Write down the correct answer. Where was Tilly's school? Thailand, India, England, Sri Lanka. Where is the Yala National Park situated? Thailand, England, India, Sri Lanka. Why were no animal carcasses found? Carcasses means dead body of animals. Animals are smart. They have 6th sense. Nature saves them for being close to the nature. How did Meghna save her life? She was saved by the relief helicopters. So she was saved by the relief helicopters. She made use of a parachute, wooden board, saved by Sanjeev. How many times did Meghna see the relief helicopters? You tell me, children. Okay, read the following extracts and answer the questions. You have to choose the correct option. Now see, children, here is an extract. You have to read this, okay? In the chaos and confusion, 2 of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. His wife was also swept away. Only the 3 other children who came with him were saved. So this is the extract from the story Tsunami. Okay. These lines have been taken from the lesson named, which one? Come on, tell me. Then, whose children were they? Javed's, Ignatius, Sanjeev's, Almas. Interesting questions. They ran in the opposite direction because of what? Chaos, tsunami, confusion, his parents. Okay. So, you have to write the answer, children. Now, I'll give you a suggestion. Now, children, what you do? You might have forgotten. Yes. So, what you do? You read the lesson. Okay, once again, or maybe 2 times. So, read very carefully every word thoroughly with proper understanding. Then you try to answer these questions I'm sure you'll answer all the questions. You'll be successful in answering. Then, after your answering is over, what are you supposed to do? Yes, you do the correction. You check your own answers and give marks. Yes, that's very interesting, children. I'm sure you will enjoy doing that. And by the way, whatever I have done in this session, don't forget to go through all that. And of course, you have to write down everything in your notebooks. Yes. And next month, you have your monthly test. So children start reading, start revising. Yes. Remember, every subject is equally important. So children, don't forget to complete your assignment. Don't forget to read this story, Tsunami. Did you like the story, Tsunami? Yeah. I'm sure you must have learned so many things from the story, from the chapter Tsunami. Did you? Okay, very good. That's all for this session, children. Goodbye.